put that video to like more to like 10 different songs and just have that video with different theme tracks. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like an old school rap one, a yacht rock one, like you know what I mean? Like it has a different vibe, each one.
I wonder, do the guys, are they in the studio? Like, yeah, we're making this for a fan controlled NASCAR video. Yeah. It's like
It's
the
just
Rock
a
Band that made the
studio
Power Rangers
band.
song. It's like, were you just like in there, like, yeah, go Power Rangers, man? Just like,
Yeah, I think they were. I mean, you have to imagine. What's up, Freddie Amrell? You have to imagine that, like the people that did the first Ghostbusters song, like they were. I mean, you've seen the viral video of the guys recording the Chili's "Baby Back Ribs" song, right?
yep. Oh yeah,
It's
they were into it. They were into it.
Chili's, like they are going for it. Oh my god.
I like
Freddie Amrell,
the
and fans vote for which one plays before the show. Done. Love
have you
it.
seen the Cleveland show skit where his like sperm cells are taken away and they sing he wants his babies back, babies back, babies back, babies back. Cleveland's baby. Yeah. So every time we hear Chili's, I think of that scene from the show. He wants his babies back, babies back.
Oh, Peter. I always laugh thinking about him. He's in a bathtub in his house, and like Peter does something to explode his house, and he's like, "Oh no, 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 no!" Oh.
Yep. Every time.
Welcome everybody to Back to Work. We're here on a Tuesday, November 28th. Only 20 some days left until the Christmas holiday, and myself, Josh McCouga, Leighton Batiste, fan controlled lay. We're here. Basically, what's going on is every single day, if you have noticed, if you are in the app, you've noticed there are a ton of picks and polls. Like there are a lot. Okay. Mostly picks because people like to climb the leaderboards. And I get it.
Of course. And it's getting competitive.
It's a competitive thing right now. It's getting very competitive because right now, the rankings, I mean, the homie Aiden back at the top after winning last week. Jay John, who I don't know who that is. I've never met Jay John, never pop in here. And then Mookie 8500. I don't know who that person is. Like there are a lot of new users in here.
I've never met any of these people.
Yeah. And for guys like, we know the Huntsman 360 about adorkability anxiety. I don't know who that person is. Amazing. Woody the Duck, classic. Prigs 14, don't know him. Nerd E at 7. Like Nerd E being in 7th place is blowing your mind.
That's unheard of. Yeah.
Yes. People are beating them. D Factor in there. Racer 24524 in there. MV Frank. There's some, and then there's like your people in here that some of these people I don't know. And there are a lot. I mean, like the bottom of the leaderboard is still at like over 100 things.
Yeah. But that lets us know these picks and polls they're doing what we want them to do, right?
Yes.
Create more parity among the fans, figure out who really knows sports and get new leaderboards. This is fun. This is really fun.
Prigs 14. Let's see. Prigs 14 is a regular in the Discord, but he's been in this chat before too. I don't know, but yeah, a lot of unknowns there for me too. Moobot. Hey Moobot. Hello, fellow human. This it's fun. It's been fun. And right now, if you go in there, there's 32 picks available and 10 different polls. I'll be honest, because I've been so busy putting in the picks,
you haven't voted.
I've been able to answer a lot of the picks, and so you won't see me climbing up the leaderboard, which is
I learned something, and I'm pretty sure you already all knew this, but don't wager too many coins. That's been my issue. So I've been cutting back and only putting up 2, 5. But at first I was going like 10, 25, 100, and then I looked and I was like, I had no coins, and I was getting everything wrong. So.
See, this is why when you listen to sports gambling podcasts, you're constantly interrupted by commercials for please bet responsibly because.
Oh, okay. That's why.
It's the Family Guy scene, not the second Family Guy reference to the show. When Peter walks to the counter and he goes, "Here's $100. And you want to bet on anything, sir?" "Nope, just take it." And that's the desk. But what we're going to start doing on this show is really going over the polls because I think they promote a lot of discussion. And what I would love for fans to do, someone bet irresponsibly. That's pretty.
Thank you. Good job.
Freddie, well done.
Golf clap.
That's Freddie, bring that back on Thursday as a show name, irresponsibly, because it's like Ned Sheblay. Remember School of Rock? That's a
Yes, I
Yeah,
remember.
classic.
I remember. We got that.
And I think they promote a lot of discussion. Now, I just did a bunch of NFL fill in the blanks, and if I had had more time before the show, because myself and Jess Smola and Leighton are overworked to a certain extent, and we also have like personal lives and other things that we do, so we're in constant
Cool.
state of motion,
Yeah.
right? And Jess Smola, if you're listening right now, which I think you are, can you put in the fan verse par image so we can tease those votes for that are coming tomorrow? Because in a not shocking twist of events, I've decided to take some fan controlled golf into my hands and have you guys, pick on what you think I'm going to score in an actual golf hole.
Mhm.
Not mini golf, not top golf. No, this is
Pick a hole.
actual pick a hole. That was for those. Yes, Ruthless Cutie, the one I made with you in it. Yes, I like that one. Even though that's not the final image, it will be eventually something very, very similar to that. Let's put
Yeah.
that. No, I'm playing. I played 6 holes before it got dark. I actually played 7, but I botched the filming of the 7th hole. But so we were thinking of names for this on Monday, and Leighton's favorite name for the golf segment was Pick a Hole. There we
Pick a hole.
go. Look at that sweet dude. That's not even what my fan avatar looks like. I want my fan avatar to look like that guy.
I'm like seeing nothing.
You don't see anything?
No.
What?
Oh, yeah. I don't even see the chat on my end. I was just gonna let you talk to the chat.
You don't see it's what?
What? He's like, huh? What? Should I like hop back in? I don't know. Should I like
yeah, maybe pop out, pop back in.
Okay, fine. Here we go. Watch.
Pretty even. Imposter Josh. What's kind of crazy is this is exactly what I look like when I played golf. Someone screenshot that. Jess, screenshot. Anyway, I'm having way too much fun with this. So what's going to happen is tomorrow on the app, you're going to get 6. You're going to get 6 picks from 6 holes I played it. You got it now? You in?
Yep.
Boom. He got it.
Boom.
He's back. Chili's Leighton is back. Oh, I got to tell you this Chili's story, Leighton. I can't believe we talked all about Chili's. And, okay. So, what happened was I was out last Sunday. I was getting very annoyed watching the Steelers continue to just be futile on offense. Not this past weekend, which was a marked improvement from the Matt Canada era. And I'm bummed I don't see OVO Ghost in the chat because I want to talk Steelers and have him in the chat to talk Steelers. We can get to that. Text Malcolm. What the is he doing? Come on. So
what are you doing? Get a life.
So I need to set the stage for the story. So there's a chill. So I was getting annoyed being at home, and Amanda was feeling sick, and Rosie was sick. I had to go out and get medicine. I had to run all the way to the store, and I also stopped at Target, and I stopped a couple other places to run errands for Amanda. And the closest sports bar to where I was is a Chili's.
Okay.
Now, prior to me going to this Chili's, I'd been to this Chili's a couple times, but the last time I was at this Chili's, I noticed, and you have to realize in California, especially in beach towns, one of the more famous thing to do is be a complete off the grid human and just live in a crappy RV in random parking lots or just off the beach. It's everywhere in California. Everywhere in California you go, major beach towns, some of the shadier areas like Venice, California, San Diego, Santa Cruz, famous beach towns. There's a lot of people that are just grifters that are living in RVs, right?
Okay.
Filled with stuff. They're hideous old RVs. They could be more than likely they've broken down and they just left them where they are. Okay. Now, at this Chili's, I noticed 2 or 3 months ago, there's an RV that's parked in the parking lot. It's parked there forever. And there's a Steelers flag in the back of the park, in the back of the thing. There he is. OVO Ghost, my legend. Okay. So there's a Steelers flag in the back of this old RV in this Chili's parking lot. So since I've seen that, every time I drive by the Chili's, I look to see if the Steelers guy is still there. So he's there. He lives there. He lives in this Chili's parking lot. OVO Ghost, Matt Canada's reign has ended. Oh, happy day. Correct. He is correct. Okay. So I blitz into this Chili's. and it's 2 minutes left. The Cleveland Browns have the ball, and they have that huge pass play. They end up winning the game, and it's just so depressing. And I'm sitting there, and I notice there's just a grizzly old guy in a Steelers hat leaving crumpled up dollar bills, and he's leaving the bar, and he goes like, "Son of a bitch," and he walks out of the bar. I follow him as I pay my bill and follow. He's the guy that lives in the RV.
Oh, wow.
In the RV. So I call Amanda and I was like, I met the guy that lives in that Steelers RV. He's exactly what we thought he was. He's just a grizzled old hippie that lives in an RV and is still pissed about the Steelers. And to that end, Leighton, I know where I don't want my life to
I was going to say, so is this like you see yourself in the future? Like, oh.
No, I can't get to that point. Yeah. I can still be old and pissed off, just not living in an RV in a Chili's parking lot. Now, you could live in worse places.
Yeah.
Right? California beach town in an RV near a Chili's. It could be worse.
Yeah.
But it could also be a lot better.
Yeah. That's true.
So
I'll think a lot better. I'll go that.
So Ovio Go says, call Todd Haley or Ben to run the offense. I don't think Todd Haley would ever come back and work with Mike Tomlin again. I could be wrong, but I don't think he'd ever do that. Here's my thought on Ben Roethlisberger being the offensive coordinator. Okay.
Don't do it. Go ahead.
He's already so well liked in the city after he did awful things, right? Mm-hmm. Clearly,
we're
stuff, right? Allegedly, but more than likely not allegedly.
It's Valdosta, Georgia, guys. It's
yeah. Wow, Ovio Go said Todd said if Mike called, he would do it. So if Coach T called, wow.
We'll make the call, Coach T.
If Ben Roethlisberger comes in and our offense isn't the best,
you'd ruin a legend.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It's like Joe Gibbs won all those Super Bowls with Washington. Goes and starts a racing team. Everything's great. They're like, hey, Joe, come back. Bring the glory days back. But he was gone for 15 years. The league had totally changed. Mm-hmm. His offense, the way he coached, none of that worked in Washington again, and it was a complete failure. So if you're a recent fan of you still remember the good days of Joe Gibbs, but there's also a pretty tainted era of Joe Gibbs football in Washington.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and we've seen that in other places. College football, Scott Frost builds Central Florida up to be great, goes back home to Nebraska, fails.
Yep.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But then you could have a Kirby Smart situation. Who knows? But don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean, look at Steve Spurrier. Wins the Heisman at Florida. Wins a national championship at Florida.
Yep.
Goes to South Carolina. Wears a visor. They stink, but that's South Carolina.
They're good for third place in the East.
Correct. They're I would say South Carolina is the Iowa of the SEC. No?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe the Michigan State? Like Michigan State,
no.
Iowa? No.
Okay. Ole Miss is more like the Michigan State.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Yeah, they're more
Freddie Airmail, Valdosta State in the D2 quarterfinals now really bounced back.
I'm waiting to see if they go D1. West Georgia just went Division 1, and we're going to see.
Really?
Yeah, they're going D1. I think they're joining the Sun Belt. Not Sun Belt, sorry. Either Big South or Conference USA, they're going to try to join.
I think, didn't Delaware just apply?
Yeah, so Delaware is joining Conference USA. They're probably going to be there for a year.
Yeah.
And then they'll try to get into the American.
Okay. And Joe Flacco played at Delaware. You know that.
Yeah.
Played at New York.
I was really only guy I know that played at Delaware.
Do you know what the town of where University of Delaware is called?
Dimsdale. I don't know. What is it called?
No. It's called Newark, but it's spelled like Newark.
Newark. Oh, that's like Houston here in Georgia, but it's
correct.
Well, it's Houston, but we call it Houston. Okay.
Like in New York City. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Houston. Yeah, right. Yeah, they got Houston.
Yeah. The Sun Belt, A-Sun.
Oh, Atlanta. Oh, the A-Sun. No, it's a different conference. Yeah.
Can't wait for Delaware, New Mexico State.
Makes no sense. No sense. Makes no sense. None.
Okay, so I was listening to another podcast about college football, and it really sunk in with the 12-team playoff and the elimination of like conference divisions is going to do for a conference like the Big Ten, where Michigan and Ohio State could end up playing 3 times in a season. So let's just say they're going to play in the regular season.
Yep. Conference championship.
Correct. And then playoffs. If it goes
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see them play 3 times.
Right. So I think this is my thought, and I've been saying this since, I don't know, 2015, 2014, when they started really instituting all of the
Mhm.
conference championship games, right?
Yeah,
There's no reason to have conference championship games. There's no
not
reason
anymore.
to have that. Not
Not
anymore,
anymore. Yeah,
right?
they're done. For
They,
what?
they should be done. All these conferences are getting all their money from the playoffs anyway. Take away the chance of them playing in a conference championship game. Now that there's 12 teams, you're going to
There's
get
no
two
point.
teams from pretty much every major conference.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no point. It makes sense for the football playoff because of what we see this year. If Alabama beats Georgia, then does Texas get in? Like, that's fun.
Right.
Like 12
Right.
teams. No, I don't want to watch them play 3 times. I don't want to see Georgia play Alabama twice. I don't want to see any of that. No.
Yeah. Freddie, and that's what you get with the expanded playoffs. It's not going to give more teams real
Oh, it was
opportunity.
never. But that's the thing. It was never about giving more teams real opportunities. It was always going to be how do you get more of the top conferences in?
Right.
That
Correct.
made no sense. Yeah, there was no way the American or the Mountain, none of those schools are getting in the playoffs.
Well, you're going to get some sneaky teams popping in there that are
You think
undefeated.
so? Like
Yeah,
a
because I think you'll get like a Central Florida or a Tulane, like recently Tulane. You'll get,
yeah,
the occasional, who else? I You think like usually the top team in the ACC goes, and no other team in the ACC is going to go.
yeah.
You might get a second ACC team, and I know that's a
Oh, I
Power
see what you're
Five.
saying. So you might now see like Florida State and Louisville go, or
Correct.
maybe
Correct.
Boise State can finally get in from
Exactly.
out
Exactly.
yonder. Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe like a BYU sneaks in, or
yeah. Oh,
Notre
that'd be fun.
Dame.
That would be fun to watch. I will say that.
See, right? Like
Yeah.
those
Okay.
are the teams that kind of get put away and not respected, and can usually pull off an upset
Yeah.
because they're playing for something. And that's what I think the 12 team playoff gets me excited about, is the
Hmm.
chance for the upset.
Yeah.
Uh, because we don't currently have that, and because those teams are never going to play, we don't know. Um, yeah, OVO Ghost. It's going to be like the NCAA tournament where they have a Cinderella that gets smoked by an SEC team game one.
Yeah. Potentially.
It's potential, but
Georgia plays Tulane in week 1, and it's a slaughter fest. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's also there's also the thought of a Chaminade or a Hampton,
Mhm.
or a Virginia Commonwealth, or a Baltimore State. Who are the Retrievers?
Wait,
UMBC.
UMBC, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Freddie Irma, I think most fans were sold on the line that more teams would have a chance to settle things on the field and avoid a 2017 UCF.
Right.
Yeah, agreed. I
Right.
think that's what they're trying
I
to
think what
avoid.
happened now is with the Pac-12 going away, even though that it could come back, all those teams have now moved into the Big 12 and all these other power conferences. So it kind of
Right.
defeated the purpose. So now we're kind of stuck with the power conference situation anyway.
Yeah, but UGA 80 to
80 to
3
3
in
and
the
a half.
half.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Let's
Well,
check in with Kirk Herbstreit. He's just blackout drunk.
yeah. Have you have you heard what's probably going to happen with the Pac-12?
Washington State and Oregon State are just a 2-team conference for next year?
Okay, so let's talk about that, right?
Yeah.
They've let them stay as the Pac-12, like the
Yeah.
Pac-2, which means the Pac-12 conference championship is set for now 2024 and 2025 officially.
Yeah.
But there's a chance they could merge with the Mountain West, and the Mountain West takes all the licensing and becomes the new Pac-12.
Which probably makes sense. I mean, the Mountain
Yeah.
West legitimately has very little TV rights, a
None.
smallish audience, and then
Mhm.
we get teams and games on major TV against kind of like bigger opponents, I guess, with a chance to go to a bigger game with teams like Montana State, no, Wyoming. Who else is in that Mountain West?
Air Force, Colorado State,
Yeah,
UNLV, like
right,
we get to see
right.
those. Fresno State,
Sure.
So that's fun. That's fun in college football, right?
Again, I think there's always that possibility for some creepy spoiler coming out of there.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Maybe Boise State can come out of there
Dude,
and
look at what happened with Washington State this weekend against Washington.
yeah.
Is those rivalry games, anything can
Yeah.
happen. If you give the angry little brother enough, jolt cola, he's gonna fight his bigger
So,
brother with like a lot of energy.
I mean, were we not a little bit upset Alabama scored that last touchdown against Auburn?
Yes.
I
Yes.
I was hurt. I was hurt. We were driving back from New Orleans and I was like, but what if?
What if?
But what
A,
if?
a week after Auburn invites New Mexico State to their stadium and loses and pays them $1.8 million to lose,
Yep.
almost beats Alabama. That's why that Iron Bowl, the Apple Cup,
Yeah.
any of those rivalry games, weird things happen.
Wait, so then from a Penn State fan's
Yeah.
perspective, playing Michigan State, you're in Detroit. Okay, yeah. What was the purpose of it? What was the whole point of playing the game? Did you watch it?
It's the land grant trophy. It's our quote unquote rivalry. We're the first two land grant schools. Hey, Sarah Baker. Hey, but go Cougs though. She's a
Well,
big wazoo. Go Cougs. Yeah.
I think her whole family went to Washington though.
Is that what it? Nah, that's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah,
There's this couple that have a daughter in Rosie's preschool, and they wear Washington State gear all of the time. Like I
So
don't
they're a
think I've
walking
seen
flag.
them. Yeah, it's the flag. They are the flag. Yeah. And I was like, you guys are going to cover 13.5. And the dad was like, no way. We stink this year. We don't cover. I was like, guaranteed you guys cover.
Mhm.
I'd have bet Rosie's whole college tuition on the fact that Washington State covers that 13.5. In that rivalry game, anything happens. 100%.
Sell every Cinderella.
Sarah Baker. My mom went to UW. My brother, sister, and I all went to Washington State. So what is like the smartest school? Like where do the smarter kids go? Like the wicked smart kids? Do you have to be smarter to go to Washington or Washington State, or is that still like an argument? Like my boy's wicked smart. Like Penn State is clearly a dumber school than the University of Pennsylvania. We don't have a rivalry because it's an Ivy League school.
Well, and y'all would destroy them on the field. It's like, yeah. But what is the comparison between y'all and Pitt, though?
Well, Pitt finds us to be a rival, and we don't even care about Pitt.
Oh.
Yeah. And my parents went to Pitt, and yeah. So it's a whole thing. Book smart equals UW. Social party smart, Washington State. That's cool. That makes sense.
So like Arizona State.
Correct. I think that makes sense. Yeah.
I just found out Georgia State plays Tech at the start of the 2024 season.
Oh, that's
Midtown versus downtown.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get destroyed, but it's gonna be so fun.
Is there gonna be a fight at the varsity? Is that where you go?
We'll see. Yeah. Fight over
Freddie Amos says, you know who PSU needs to cheer for this week, right? I don't. Who do I need to cheer for? A new coach that can coach in big games? So here's the story behind
in the Big Ten every year. Come on.
We're number 3 in the Big Ten every year.
You're not okay with that at all?
How it works. So we call it the Blood Cup between Michigan State and Penn State because there's always a blood drive during the week before the game. And I think I've told you this before.
Yeah, you have, but it just doesn't. Why do y'all like? Why?
I don't know. We're like trying to save people's lives, but I went in with different IDs and then almost collapsed. Like people they're donating way too much blood. It's an unsafe amount.
I wish they would actually just call it the Blood Cup, though. That's actually that's a fun name.
The Blood Cup runneth over. Michigan and Texas. If either one loses, someone steals PSU's New Year's 6 spot. Okay. So
your chance to go to the Rose Bowl is on the line.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Correct. No, but I think we'd go to the
Ohio State will go to this.
Yeah, I think Ohio State's going to the Rose because the Rose Bowl is a big bowl this year.
It is a playoff. Yeah, it's Rose and Sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So Peach Bowl. You'll probably go to
it's like the Peach Bowl maybe or Citrus. Freddie, correct me. Tell me what it is. As long as it's not the Outback Bowl.
Or Orange Bowl. Could y'all go to Orange?
No, because isn't that ACC, SEC?
Yeah, typically.
Although we did play Florida State in an Orange Bowl a few years back.
And Michigan did too.
I drank 6 bottles of champagne in 24 hours. I was 23 years old, Leighton. It was the Orange Bowl. Okay. It was the Orange Bowl.
Well, okay, no offense. You said a few years back, so I'm thinking like
2 years ago. No.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, when did y'all play this?
I was still in college. Yeah. We played Joe Paterno and Bobby Bowden were still coaches. That's how long ago.
Okay. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. OVO goes to the Mike's Hard Lemonade Bowl. That is a bowl I could get into.
I could. Speaking of bowl games, you hear about this Pop-Tart Bowl and the edible mascot, right?
First of all, there needs to be more edible mascots. Imagine a giant sausage walking around that you could just carve off some meat. There's a guy walking around like, hey, you want some piece of the sausage guy? Like, yeah, give me some.
Ask me about my wiener. Oh, great line from great movie.
Underrated movie. So yeah, so you can bite off pieces of what about a giant melting chocolate,
Just
Like,
don't let
just
that be a bowl game in Florida. That would
yeah,
suck.
I know that would be bad. Like a cold one. Put in a
But
cold
there was
weather.
like beef on Twitter between the Duke's Mayo Bowl because they're like, no, technically we're the first edible mascot because it's
It's an actual
mayonnaise.
bowl of mayonnaise?
Yes. Oh, you haven't seen the bowl game? I
No.
wouldn't. I wouldn't blame you. It's a low tier bowl game. First off, they doused the winning coach in mayo, and there's a mayonnaise eating contest at the game for fans. It's the worst thing you'll ever watch in your game. It's disgusting. Can never watch it. I wish they would bring back the Cheez-It Bowl. Now the Cheez-It Bowl was fun.
That's a bowl I can get behind.
That was
Okay.
fun.
Let me
Poor
ask you.
Cheez-It. Go ahead.
So can you I saw your post on Instagram, but are fans able to just go up and bite them?
That's what they're not clarifying. I think it's a marketing play. I think what they're saying is there's going to be a Pop-Tart mascot. Then they're going to make like a bowl edition of him in Pop-Tarts. So you know how like you would buy like the SpongeBob ice creams that look like they'll probably do that with a packet of Pop-Tarts and it's like edible mascot. That's what I think it's going to be.
Okay. Yeah, I think we need more like huge edible mascots.
Yes.
That people walk around again, like giant meat sticks, like a Slim Jim bowl, where people are allowed to like, hey, you want to take a bite off the? Here we go.
Nerds Bowl.
Oh, Nerds
Bowl would be great. Snickers would be really good.
That would be
like
good.
Eat a Snickers, you're not yourself. Like
yes,
that would be fun.
See,
one up north, like an ice cream bowl for somebody up north.
Totally, 100%.
Yeah, Waffle House bowl would be great. Sorry, go ahead.
Man, Freddie Airmail Cheez-It is the Citrus Bowl sponsor now, which makes zero sense. But
it should be like
Freddie Airmail. Maybe my segment next week should be Wacky Bowl Facts. Yes,
it's
signed on. Yeah,
you got it.
100%.
I actually really want to know that the chicken fry, a KFC bowl will go crazy, or Popeyes. I would do Popeyes. All right, Popeyes.
Not to bring it back to Chili's, but have you had the chicken crispers at Chili's? Because they are absurdly good.
So I'll be honest with you, Josh. Every time I go to Chili's, I drink so much I forget what I actually ordered to eat.
Yeah,
it's so affordable to drink there. It's like, a Culver's. Culver's is amazing, by the way.
What is Culver's?
It's like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like ice cream.
Yeah,
it's like soft serve, traditional 1950s, 60s
like
ice cream,
like a Dairy Queen bowl.
Yeah, the burger is huge and Culver's.
Now we're talking. Yes. Ovio goes, the honey chipotle chicken crispers are undefeated. He is beyond correct.
Yeah.
Like I think about the chicken crispers at Chili's easily 3 times a week.
All right, OVO, next outing, we're going to Chili's. Every time, we try to meet up at least once a month, and we're always like, all right, where are we going to go? And we always land at the same 2 spots.
Who, JR Crickets?
No, either Hudson's or the Cigar Bar.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the two. We're going to Chili's next.
Chili's. I'm telling
Chili's, yes.
Amanda never wants to go with me, and that's fine. I can eat my chicken crispers alone. If that's what it comes to. I just don't want to eat my chicken crispers alone in an RV in the parking lot. That's where
with the Steelers flag. Yeah, don't do that. Don't become that
Steelers flag. Yes. Ovio goes, if I could pair it with the Applebee's Dollar Rita, I'd be in business. Yeah, it's a shame that Chili's and Applebee's are a different restaurant. They should really merge.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
They should.
Because as far as like the chain restaurants go, like the sit down restaurants.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You've got your top tier ones like Outback Steakhouse, Olive Garden, right? That are more of like they're not really a sports bar experience.
I've never been to an Outback.
Before they went corporate, they were a lot better. I'll just say that.
Okay.
They went
corporate. They had a bowl game.
Yeah. I think they still have a bowl game. Maybe not.
They became they brought back the Citrus Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Is this an Outback? Freddie, help me out there.
Freddie, is there still an Outback Bowl? Penn State played in it like 9 times. But then you've got the three wise men of TGI Fridays, Chili's, and Applebee's.
Yes.
Right. Now, I personally think that TGI Fridays is a subpar version of Chili's and Applebee's. But if Chili's and Applebee's combine their menu into one glorious menu together, bar, Dollaritas, everything.
That's crazy. I used to think it was TGI Fridays and Ruby Tuesdays, then Applebee's and Chili's.
Whoa, no. Ruby
Tuesdays. We're flipping them?
Flipping, 100%.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. TGI Fridays.
Where's Longhorn in
years ago?
Where's Longhorn in this? Are they a category?
Yeah, I think Outback and Longhorn are like the same restaurant. I would honestly probably put Longhorn below Outback, simply because
Okay.
of the bloomin' onion and the cheese fries dipping sauce.
Yeah.
I could walk you through 100 chain restaurants.
You been to Texas Roadhouse?
Oh, of course, yeah.
A
I
friend of
mean,
mine just put on her story. She calls it a 5.7 out of 10. Thoughts?
that's ridiculous. It's easily in the top 7. It's easily in the high 7.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, the toast alone with the
Listen,
little cinnamon butter. Come
yeah,
on.
it's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Come on. It's
Okay, here's what you have to do in order to enjoy those restaurants. You have to go in knowing what your experience is gonna be like. Listen, I'm
yeah.
not asking for a Morton's or a Ruth's
No.
Chris or some Michelin star restaurant. That's not what I'm going for.
Well, I'm not
I'm
wearing. Understand what I'm wearing when I go to these restaurants. First off,
Yes.
I'm in a
Yes.
t-shirt. I'm in hoodie. I'm chill.
Chill. You have, like, a crappy margarita that tastes great.
Mhm.
I mean, I had a dirty martini at Chili's with my chicken crispers, and it was
Okay,
fantastic.
I tried a dirty martini. I think you should only have one in the event. Only
Okay.
one because I did
Okay.
2 or 3. Got a little overboard.
Oh, yeah. It'll knock you out
It
pretty
got a
quick.
little overboard. The olive taste got a little strong, but one solid dirty, I could
Yeah.
go.
1, possibly 2 if you're eating, it's salty. It gets salty. That's the problem. It gets a
Yeah,
little salty.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
Like,
was the only issue. It was like, oh,
you're gonna
okay,
retain that water. Like, you're gonna retain
yeah,
that water. I mean, when I drove from LA to Dallas, every like chain restaurant, I would just give I mean, I should just do that as a job for a full year. Just go to every chain restaurant across the country and
yeah,
rank them based solely on, cleanliness, friendliness of staff,
yeah.
consistency across the board, you know, from,
Well, I mean, there's the same waitress at every Chili's.
yeah. Mhm.
Kind of young, single mom,
Yeah.
cool, great personality.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's like, she's single, but like the dad is around. They just like, they get
yeah,
along, but it's,
yeah. They don't have any bad energy or anything.
no, no,
They're
no, no.
locals. They're
Yeah.
typically locals. Like, yeah,
She might be going back to school for something. Maybe she wants to be a teacher, you
yeah.
know? Yeah. Yeah. Um, Freddie Earmel said JCSU versus FVSU on
Oh, he's
Salt.
talking about the Beach Bowl. So there's a new Division II bowl game with the SIC, the conference Morehouse played in,
Okay.
and then our rival conference, CIAA. So there's a new D2 conference bowl game in Miami this year. It's gonna be pretty
Whoa.
cool. Yeah.
A
So
beach
that's
bowl.
Johnson C. Smith versus Fort Valley State. That's what that is.
Oh, hey, Fort Valley State. That's where our buddy Slade Jarman went, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, at the Inter Miami Stadium. That's pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Smart.
That's actually the day I graduate, guys. Yeah.
Whoa, he's gonna do it.
I'm kidding.
Leighton getting that
Yeah.
MBA. Oh man,
Woohoo.
I barely got the BA. I can't
Yeah.
even get
Oh,
the M
trust
on
me.
that.
The first thing my brother said to me when I graduated was, "You didn't graduate with honors?" No, I didn't. I didn't. I graduated on time though. I did do that.
I didn't. Graduation day.
Day. Good job.
Boom,
Good job. That's another one.
boom. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. All right, you want to do some NFL fill in the blanks?
Yeah, because I'm looking at one of them right now and I don't know what the answer on this one.
Okay, here we go. Let's start. I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go on the app. So go in the control app and go to your polls. There are 10 of them. Okay, fill in the blank. Jacksonville and Houston are the blank, and I have C.J. Stroud, Kryptonite.
Mhm.
Okay, remember Urban Meyer,
Mm,
The Lawrence Show, or the best new rivalry.
okay. I went with Urban Meyer. No, the Kryptonite one. That's what I went with.
C.J. Stroud, Kryptonite. Okay,
I went
because
CJ Stroud.
I think this new quarterback, the Stroud versus Trevor Lawrence, it's the Alabama versus Clemson. It's renewing this from college straight into the pros.
Mhm.
And I personally think that
Clemson,
CJ
Ohio State.
Stroud went to Ohio State. Sorry,
Yeah.
but still, like Power 5 national champion
Top
coming out.
quarterback. Yeah.
I'm gonna go the best new rivalry because all of a sudden we care about the AFC South again.
I knew you were
And
gonna say that. Yeah. No one was ever really watching that.
nobody thought going into the season, like, you know what I can't wait for? Week 12, Jaguars versus Texans.
Yeah.
All right. Next in fill in the blanks. Josh
Okay.
Dobbs has blank. I have a math degree, a little left, angered Minnesota, and run out of magic. Where
I'm
you
going run
land?
out of magic.
Okay. Okay.
That was a hard game to watch last night. It was
Really
very-
tough.
It was Maxion level. Like
That was
that was NFL Maxion. Like
like an Iowa inter squad game. It was really bad. I'm watching.
It was Iowa Northwestern all over again. Yeah.
I mean, what was the worst game? The Patriots, Giants, 10-7, or this one, 12-10?
I feel like this one was a little bit more exciting in the end, though.
Okay.
Monday Night Football. So
I will say, Justin Fields sitting in the pocket waiting to get hit is very frustrating to watch. It is hard to watch. Okay. Here's your next fill in the blank, Leighton. Eventually, Jerry Jones will blank. And I said, reveal he is a robot. Kiss Dak on the lips. Let someone else GM, or cry in that owner's box.
Well, the way he felt after Thanksgiving's win, I'm going with kiss Dak on the lips because he was feeling pretty good about himself. I mean, to call that win the greatest moment you had as a Cowboy person, that's kind of wild.
Really? Are you really?
Really, Jerry Jones? That's your great? Okay.
3 Super Bowls and just a big win against an awful Commanders team on Thanksgiving? Really?
Yeah, so that's why I say kiss Dak on the lips has to be the answer.
Old man. Yeah, I think that's the correct poll. 27%. Wonder where the others went. Okay, next up, NFL fill in the blank. Aaron Rodgers is a blank. And I wrote
a liar.
A liar. A liar. A jagoff.
You're a troll.
a lover of vaccines, and not the host of Jeopardy.
You know, I feel like he really wanted to be the host of Jeopardy, so I'm gonna use that one.
Okay.
Just to kind of rub salt on the wound.
Yeah, well, that's at 36%. More than likely, that's probably the winner there. Yeah. I cannot stand this whole like, will he, won't he? Like, I understand you want to be in the public eye and yada yada yada, but dude, your team is struggling pretty bad. I mean, it's rough.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Next up, the road dog, the new best quarterback in the NFL. I hope. God. Kenny Pickett should blank. Yell at Canada, the country, and the man. Keep slinging. Hug Fryermuth, or simply believe. Leighton, just believe.
I'll actually be serious on that one. He should keep slinging. He looks good.
Right? Like, let him throw the ball. Yeah. Canada was hamstringing him. He's got.
Also, I've officially realized I hate those orange jerseys for the Bengals. I hate them.
Oh, they're horrendous.
Not a big fan of them. That was a really hard highlight to watch. It was really hard.
You're going hunting. What are you going hunting?
Yeah,
it's insane. They're terrible.
They should just stick with the black jerseys.
Ovio Go says, keep slinging it and then yell at Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we hadn't over 400 yards in a game. Canada gets fired the next game. Like, there is a direct cause and effect with that man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Your offense is going to suck. Just understand.
I just don't get it.
Hire Matt Canada, your offense is going to suck.
It's real.
It's at the point now where LSU fans are thinking of hiring him as our defensive coordinator. Like, that's because we have to get rid of Matt House. So we're thinking of getting Matt Canada. It's like, if anybody can stop an offense, it's Matt Canada.
Your best offense is a Matt Canada defense.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go. NFL fill in the blank. Carolina Panthers ownership should think before hiring.
Okay. Trust
Bryce. Straight up sell the team to somebody that's a little better in the front office.
Yes.
Take a chill pill. I'm legit saying sell that team. You're destroying it. You're destroying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that's at 48%. That's a winner.
I wonder if they're able to get him to sell the team. Is that the first time in like sports history fans have seen 2 owners be forced to sell their teams in like a 3 or 4 year span?
Gotta be, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the only time you can't really claim Donald, like the fans made Donald Sterling sell the team. He was a racist dude, and it was.
Yeah,
but
that was more like the league in a way.
The league, right?
Yeah.
I don't know enough about hockey ownership in the last 30 plus years. I know like the Oilers, and there were certain teams that like were forced into selling things, but yeah, I mean, the Commanders straight to the Panthers, but that like a guy that carries that has brass balls on his desk that he rubs is not selling a team. He's not selling a team.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Freddie Emerald. Reich is the first head coach to be fired mid-season in back-to-back seasons. Oh,
Oh.
Frank Reich, poor dude. All right, next up, the Jets are blank, and I wrote here are your options. The Jets not tanking enough, chopped salad, and the fucking Jets. I could have put the goddamn Jets like the little kid in Big Daddy, but I didn't. The goddamn what's in the goddamn Jets? I'm using my joke, which I like, is chop salad.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, I
going with
only got
them.
14%. I only got more.
It's just the world of being a Jets fan. That's interesting.
It's just real bad. All
Oh,
right.
our dirty birds. Okay,
The Falcons are blank. All
here we
right.
go.
NFC South
Yep.
champs, limping to a finish, riddling, anxiety ridden.
I don't care how we do it. We're NFC South champs. I'll take it. That's my
I
only goal.
agree. I think it's
That's my
your
only goal for the Falcons this year. Call it a low bar. It is. But my only goal is to win the division. I don't care about a playoff win. I don't care about a Super Bowl run. None of that.
Right.
Win the division.
I have bad news. I just hit NFC South champs, and 1% of vote is going
It's
to
at
NFC
3%
South.
now.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, everyone. There's a finger I want to hold up to all of you. All right, here we go.
Omar Confidence, GM of the Steelers. No? BC Lion, what's up, my dude? Good to see you. All right, here we go. Thanksgiving and the Lions is a blank. And I said, hot mess, covered in bad gravy, a toxic marriage, simply just a mess.
One of the options should have been America's favorite tradition.
Good call.
Should have
Good
been.
call. Because the Lions on Thanksgiving is just always painful to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I'm going to go with a toxic marriage.
Okay. Toxic marriage seems to be the overwhelming. That's the one. And finally, the Baltimore Ravens are too Lamar heavy, an injury away. I just wrote Zay Flowers. They're just our Zay Flowers, and for real.
An injury away. I'm sorry.
I think so too.
It's the Ravens in the Lamar era, and I hate to say it, but they're an injury away.
Yeah. And there are some of your NFL fill in the blanks there on the fan controlled app. Download the app whenever you get a chance.
That was fun.
Join in.
That was fun. That was great. Yeah.
Late shout out to CFL Grey Cup champs, the Montreal Alouettes. Josh, a man for Quebec and Montreal, as we know. Yeah, listen. I love watching Quantez Stigger's Instagram, seeing everything he did in the CFL this year is just awesome. And congratulations to the Alouettes. At least a team in Montreal can be celebrated because the Canadians, they haven't had a lot to celebrate. That was my light. Haven't had a lot to celebrate in a while, and good for the Alouettes. Do you watch any CFL? I need to know some of the rules. It's some of the rules.
I do this thing with the CFL where I watch it just to check in, just to know. Okay. I was supposed to watch the Grey Cup this year and I didn't. I still haven't watched the highlights. It seemed pretty entertaining though.
Yeah. I mean, I think I like some of the rules in the CFL the more I hear about it.
Yeah.
Right.
I like the running starter receivers. I like that. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's really all I know.
Hey Jess, can you put up the my little guy again? Right here, I'll do it. So tomorrow, look at me. I went and played golf last week. I got 6 holes in before it got dark. Personally, I think a full round of golf should be 14 holes. Okay, 7 on the front 9, 7 back 9. That way, my wife isn't too pissed that I've been gone and left the house for like 9 hours. I could only be gone for like 6 hours or less. And so I try to get in 7 holes. I messed up the 7th hole recording, so we're only getting 6. So next time I'm going to play golf either tomorrow, it's supposed to rain, or Friday to get more golf holes. But I think you guys are going to like this. Picks are going to go up tomorrow. What you think I shot on each hole. And then the videos will be released the next day on social media. So you'll see what I shot. And I think they're going to turn out pretty great. Leighton's editing them as we speak. So a lot of fun. All right. I'm going to leave you with this, Leighton. This weekend, Tiger Woods is playing golf in a professional golf tournament. It's his first tournament since he had his ankle fused. and he's playing. It's only a 20-person event. It's in the Bahamas, so it's warm and it's kind of a cushy thing. It's only 20 guys. They're all pros. It's his course. It's his tournament. But it's on TV. Will you be watching? Will you be glued to the Hero World Challenge?
When is it?
It's this weekend, Thursday.
Friday. Yeah, no, it's championship weekend in college football. I'm sorry.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Right. I'm so sorry.
I was trying to get one in there for you,
Yeah,
but apparently not. All right, let's.
Could I have it on my phone while the games are on TV? Like, can I do that?
You can watch it on. You can watch it on the cock. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to download the cock.
Okay. All right, let's end on our championship game picks here. The picks will obviously be in the app, obviously, this weekend. But so we've got our first Big Five championship game. Do you want to do Liberty versus New Mexico State? Liberty's 12-0 and ranked 25th.
I'm gonna go Liberty.
Liberty?
Yeah.
In honor of my buddy Tanner Novlin, who is the Liberty Bibberty guy and Liberty Mutual.
Liberty.
I will also go Liberty Bibberty. Okay. Next up, we've got Washington versus Oregon. The rematch of one of the best games all season. Leighton, who you got?
I need Washington to win because I need a reason for people to stop comparing Bo Nix to Jaden Daniels for his Heisman. Okay? I need it to happen. So I need him to lose. So I'm going Washington.
Do you like how Jaden Milroe screamed, "Give me the damn Heisman" after he threw that touchdown?
Rocks. The man was, oh my God.
He's good. Talk about a redemption story. He had a great redemption. Okay.
He's good. But can't forget the first half of this season. It was rough.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the Ritter of the SEC right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Story. You're really giving Ritter a lot of credit here,
I know.
But
story. It's more so the story. You start, you get benched, and you're back. That's really
sure. Okay.
Really
all right. Next up. So you're taking Washington. I think Oregon has a comeback here. I apologize. I think Bo Nix has a hell of a game. I still do think Jaden Daniels deserves the Heisman. That goes without saying. But I think Oregon wins, and now we're talking about a whole mess of a situation with the playoff. Okay. Oklahoma State, Texas. Yeah, I don't think there's a world where they let Oklahoma State win that game.
No, I don't think there was ever going to be a world that Texas leaves the Big 12 without being the champion. So.
Correct. When they first joined the Big 10 and they won that first, or Big 12, they won the first Big 12 championship. They need to win the last one to bookend it.
Yep.
All right. Next up, Saturday, SMU versus Tulane. I'm going Big Wave.
Yeah, me too. Give me the green.
Green Wave. Big Green Wave or just Green Wave?
Just Green Wave. They do say roll wave, though.
Do they? That makes sense. I would say, why don't crash waves? Doesn't wave crash? Doesn't really roll.
Or ride wave? Ride
the wave?
Or go wave?
I kind of like Big Green Wave.
Big Green Wave is actually a cool name.
Yeah.
The Big
I'm taking Tulane. Got to go Tulane. I'm not betting. I'm not taking any Mustangs.
SMU's quarterback just broke his leg in their last game.
He gone.
Yeah.
All right. Now the big one. I can't believe they are playing this game at 1 p.m. Pacific. Well, I guess it's sort of into prime time ish. But why wouldn't you make this the night game at 7 Eastern?
Is this SEC you're talking about?
Yeah, UGA Alabama.
It's always a midday game. I don't understand why we don't ever get the prime time slot because they always give it to the ACC and the Big 10.
Silly.
Big 12 and SEC are usually around the same time. Well, Big 12's first. It's a noon. Yeah.
Big 12's early. That's at noon.
So I'm picking SEC right now.
Yeah.
Does Georgia finally beat Alabama in an SEC championship game?
I don't think so. I think Alabama wins this.
I do too. Especially the way Georgia played against Tech, which big props to Tech. They played a hell of a game.
They did. Again, rivalry games. Never bet the favorite to cover.
Man, do you think? Yeah, I hate to say it. I feel more confident that Alabama comes into this game and just plays lights out.
Agreed. I think they win this game, and then the whole playoff, the 14 playoffs, gonna be totally trashed.
Here we go.
All right, FSU, Florida State, Louisville. I'm going to take Louisville in this game.
I am too, especially with Jordan Travis being hurt.
Right, exactly.
Disgusting injury. Yeah.
Awful. And then finally.
Don't ask me.
In the least.
We didn't even do you don't want to do, did we do the Mountain West?
I didn't see the Mountain West on here.
Oh, or like the
Michigan. If Michigan loses to Iowa,
I'm gonna laugh
Penn
so
State
hard.
beat Iowa 31-0.
There's no way they get in the playoffs if they lose to Iowa, right? Like, they're not gonna do none of that.
There's no way. They can't.
Right.
They can't.
UNLV. Oh, I do want to watch that. UNLV Boise State. I kind of want UNLV to win. I want
I'm
them to win.
always Boise. Although Boise State just fired their coach, did they not?
Yeah, they did. Vegas has
Yeah.
Boise. Vegas doesn't even have Vegas.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's tough for UNLV. All right, those are our picks. Thank you guys for tuning in to Back to Work. We're here every single Tuesday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Leighton Batiste, soon to be MB Leighton, NBA Leighton,
NBA Lay.
NBA Lay.
Yeah.
Leighton, hold on. M Batiste Late. No, I'm trying something in there. Vegas also has Oregon -9.5, though. They're a 9.5 point favorite over Washington? No, that can't be right.
I could see that.
You think?
I can see it happening.
Man, I don't know about that. Why would that be? Am I missing a major injury that I don't know about? Wow. Okay. Freddie's got Oregon projected, and Freddie's a savant. He's a freaking wizard, so
yeah, no.
might as well.
He's our bear.
He's not our Stanford Steve. I'll tell you that much, because do not trust Stanford Steve. His picks are always bad. Always.
Terrible. They're not. I don't know why he's on there now. It's terrible. Well, Bear has his own segment now, which is fun to watch.
I agreed.
Yeah.
All right. The Back to Work again. We're here every single Tuesday, 2 p.m. Pacific. Download the app. Put it here. Is this still the app? Jess, I think it is.
Is it the QR code?
Yeah. Here, right there. Download the app. Get in on the picks, the polls, fan versus par tomorrow. Get in on that. And thank you guys for watching. I'm going to find this video to click out. And unless Jess can do it, I think we just end the show here. Thank you, fans, for watching Back to Work with Leighton Batiste and Josh McCouga on the fan-controlled sports and entertainment YouTube channel. If you liked this video, you can check out other videos right here. You can subscribe to the channel, tell all your friends, hit like buttons across all the videos, check out all of our shorts and live